Everyone enjoys getting out on the town for some live music. And there's nothing like going backstage and down the hall for a VIP pass to the inside information and interviews with the bands, singers, and songwriters that you enjoy. Welcome to Hall Around Town Radio's Backstage Hall Pass, a showcase of homegrown talent, mixing independent music with personal interviews and a behind-the-scenes look at our music community. Backstage Hall Pass is your front row center seat to some great conversation with the area's most talented artists. Whether you like rock, blues, folk, country, or R&B, Backstage Hall Pass delivers you a daily dose of the stories behind the music. And now, here's the host of our show, Scott Hall.
Hi, everybody.
Daily dose of the stories
Maybe.
behind the music.
How about that? There we go. We got an echo. There we go. Welcome to the program today, guys. A little late getting on here, trying to get the access to get on, but we got on. So good to see you, Hollywood. Thank you for being here today. It is Monday. It's the weekend update, brought to you here by Hall Around Town Radio, your number one source for live local music, news, bands, venues, and more. How's everybody today on this gloomy Monday? Man, it has been crap weather for the last week. Telling you, we need some good weather here. Hi, Marie, Carrie, thank you. Glenn checking in on the YouTube channel. David Garwood in the house from Velvet Crush and Velvet Crush Unplugged. Good to have you with us. Hi, Dave. Thanks for dropping in today. Appreciate you being here. Hope to see you again at the Bell real soon. All right, what else we got? Jamie, how are you? Happy Monday to you, my dear. Kevin Cooper in the house from the Hanky Panks and Eyes Up Here and the Bell to Bear Jam. Hi, Stephanie Rumke. Thank you for dropping in. There, I got things running now. So, welcome on this Monday. How is everybody? Make some comments. Let me know how you are out there. We got to get you to interact here a little bit. It's Monday. We got to liven the show up. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Jim Kilroy. Hi, Rick. Thank you. What's going on? Good to see you. And Mike Roberts, gloomy rush hour. Yes, it is. Not too many more rush hour days for you, Mike Roberts. Just keep that in mind. It's a good feeling. It is. Oh, yeah. Julie Taylor said she went to a super fun open mic yesterday at the Fairfield Pub. Was that Nate Jenkins and company? Who was doing that one down there at the Fairfield Pub? Yeah, wet and muddy. Oh, Tim, I have 3 dogs. They like to go out, and man, is it muddy out there. Muddy, muddy. There's Nicholas. We're going to talk about him in just a minute, actually, as we go over our weekend in review. It was good to see you at Burrow Saturday as well. And Gray Days, we're going to talk about. Got to see them over the weekend. Hi, Derek. Hope you had some good shows this weekend. You too, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Charlotte in the house. How are you? From Red Hot Riot. John Jacob is on here. It's his alter ego, but he's from Route 88. Route 88. Yes. And Julie says, yes, Nate. Lots of great artists. Good. Yeah, he draws a great crowd on his open mic nights. And, man, he can play anything. Nate Jenkins is a phenomenon. Really good player. Absolutely. Well, welcome to the program, guys. And we're here to talk about our weekend in review and your weekend in review. So if you saw somebody play over the weekend and you didn't post it on our page already today, put it in the comments. Drop it. Drop it like it's hot. Yes. Dixie Roberts, how are you? Good to have you. Hollywood, did you see I'm representing today? Hold on. We do that. It's backwards. It's backwards. There we go. All right. Something like that. I can't figure this out. I'd never make a weatherman. I can't. When I pointed things, I've got, bass strings in my head. It's just, it doesn't work. Hi, Billy from White Knuckle Weekend in the house. Lots of musicians on here today. Representing Scott's Bar and Grill today. No relation to me, but a great place to go down in Hamilton, Ohio. And they're big supporters of live local music. And while we got you on here, Hollywood, I might as well just get right to it. Let me give you a whopping huge congratulations. Can we give a congratulations to Mr. Hollywood out there? Absolutely. There we go. He had a killer show over the weekend at Pullman Lanes and Scott's Bar and Grill. Raylene Nelson, Willie Nelson's granddaughter. I think I said that right. I hope I did. Raylene Nelson, Willie Nelson's granddaughter, who played there, and they packed the house on Saturday night. It was honky tonk weekend there at Pullman. Had a great crowd both nights, and good to have you on here as always. Joe, I'll call you Joe. I call you Hollywood. That's what I'll call you. But Billy in the house. Yeah, good to see you, man. Can't wait to get to see you all play again soon. Patio season coming up. We're looking forward to that. And Hollywood said she was awesome. You know, we ought to try to do is see if we can get her on the show one day and talk about her show here. Just get her to do an interview with us and find out all about her, because I heard she was killer good and pretty nice to boot. So, love to chat with her. We would. Hi, Carolyn. What's going on? Yes. Did I see you Saturday night? I think I saw you Friday night, but close enough. I wasn't at the Bell Saturday night. So if you saw me, you saw my twin brother. Yes. Twin Peaks. All right. Let's get going today. We've got a lot to talk about on this Monday. Let's talk about what we did over the weekend. Again, drop your comments in. If you saw somebody play over the weekend, Glenn, throw it in there. Let us know who you saw. We also have a post on our page where we ask you to post and tell the venue and those kind of things. It's always important to plug the venue as well, guys. I mean, we plug bands a lot, but give those venues a big shout out as well, because they're the ones putting it all together, spending the money on the artists to get them there so you can be entertained. They are. Brian Middendorf in the house. Good to have you. Carolyn said yes, Friday. I figured you meant that. It's all right. It's been a long day. It's a Monday, you know. And Hollywood said she'll be doing River's Edge in May for the Big River Get Down. So, yeah, maybe we can get her to do an interview prior to that, Hollywood. You see if we can set that up and chat with her. I'd love to chat with her, and we can do that remotely. So wherever she may be traveling across the country. Hello, Derek Stewart from Controversy for Breakfast. Thank you for being here. Good to have you with us today. All right. Let's talk about our weekend. I want to go back and kick it all the way back to last Thursday, the last time we were with you. Another 2.4 thousand views on our Thursday show. Thank you guys for sharing. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. And we appreciate you sharing the stuff and also supporting us that way in the venues and the musicians that we talk about on our wonderful Mike Roberts is cracking me up. Our wonderful Thursday show brought to you by Froggy's in Monroe, Ohio. Thank you, Mike Roberts. Do I sound like Barry White, man? Turn the bass up in your car even more. Yeah, there you go. Dave Wade from DV8 has joined the party. Badass bassist that he is. Crescendo's here. Good to have you. And yeah, missed you as well. I know. I look like a good show too. For sure. There's Glenn throwing his in. Went to Miami Valley Gaming Saturday night, and Crescendo was playing with the Turned Up Band. Fantastic show. Glenn, you got to see Crescendo play up this way too sometime when they're up here. Could drive all the way up here and visit. Yes, but good stuff at Miami Valley Gaming on Saturday. That was good. Kevin Kearns, thanks for being it. Man, I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing all right out there. All right. And there's Jimmy Kilroy throwing in his shameless plug for who he saw over the weekend. He likes that Foley's. He sees people there at Foley's a lot, and he goes to the Bell and the Bear and catches bands, and the interns at Foley's as well. He's got a lot of them in that list. We'll leave it up there for just a minute. And I want to talk about Thursday night, though, after our show Thursday. And again, thank you guys for your support on that. We appreciate it very much. And Froggy's appreciates it as well. And I want to talk about Thursday Jam at the Bell and the Bear real quick. Some killer performances. I wasn't there real late, but the ones that I got to see, unbelievably good at the Bell Jam. One being Mark Robinson. I think Hollywood's throwing in a comment on him. Yeah, four songs straight. And Mark is a rock star vocally and just blew the roof off the place to start off the jam. I mean, the house band played for a little bit, and then Mark jumped up there and took the bull by the horns, so to speak. And man, he killed it. There were several of those notes in some of those 80s tunes he was singing that we were betting would he hit the high note or not, and he did. He must use a magic set of pliers to get that high register. I'm telling you. But Mark Robinson, killer job from Sweet Sister Mercy. And they're appearing all over town. We announced their shows on here, so please keep an eye out for them. If you're out there, please go see them when you get an opportunity. Glad to hear it, Kevin. Well, Chris Reese also hit the stage that night. Chris from the Dat Band doing a great job, accompanied by the boys from Second Wind and the horn section from Second Wind, which is always a fun time when they show up. And then they did some of their solo stuff as well, or, well, I shouldn't call it solo, but some of their own stuff as well, like Chicago 25 or 6-4 and some Earth, Wind and Fire, some Stevie Wonder, all great horn section songs by the boys from Second Wind. And anytime they're there, it's guaranteed to up the ante a little on the party. TJ Weddington killed it again. As always, when he gets up there vocally, does a great job. TJ's a super nice guy. Timmy Barnhorst, who has come out of his shell, man, since he joined Arena Rock Show. Tim is putting on a show up there playing guitar, and he was killing it on Thursday night. Got to give a big shout out to the host of the Thursday Night Jam at Bell and the Bear, Kathy, Jim, Kevin, Jamie, and then our drummers, David Parks, Daniel Laverde in there, and a host of bass players, including Rick Dews, who I dearly love. And yeah, good stuff on a Thursday Night Jam. Incidentally, I'll be there Wednesday this week. Name That Tune. We'll be doing that, playing a great game of that at the Bell. It's been really fun there. This will be my last appearance there for the season because we moved to our residency at Heather's on Wednesday in May. But certainly enjoy going to the Bell and playing Name That Tune. That is Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. We'd love to see you. Bring yourself, bring a team, just come have fun. It's a lot of fun. All right, that was our Thursday night. Friday, I want to talk about the fact that I went back to the Bell and the Bear. Man, am I talking enough about the Bell and the Bear this week? Went back to see H&R Rock. You saw those guys appear on our show a couple weeks ago with Wednesday with the band. And if you're out there, guys, make some comments. Let me know who you saw over the weekend as well. We'd love to hear it from you and would love to see it. And Glenn, thank you for that. Said that Turned Up Band was a fantastic show at Miami Valley Gaming. I appreciate that one. So H&R Rock, primarily 80s rock hits. I mean, that's pretty much what they're playing. But hi, Jill. Thanks for being here. Hi, Mike. Tammy, thank you for dropping in. Hi, Ron. Good to have you with us. Like I said, primarily 80s rock hits. But I will tell you, we took a little survey that night. I went around to all the musicians that were in the room, and there were a ton of them there at the Bell on Friday night. And we took a little poll, and everybody agreed that Dwayne Chandler probably has some of the best vocals any of us have ever heard locally. I mean, Dwayne could be in a touring band tomorrow. His vocals are unreal. And he's got a huge range, too, because the songs they do are all over the place. Like I said, 80s rock hits with some sprinkles on top of 90s stuff and 70s stuff. From Van Halen to Dokken in the 80s and from Stone Temple Pilots to Led Zeppelin, Dwayne Chandler's vocals are amazing and absolutely outstanding, as Jamie Minnick said. And Brian Middendorf saw DV8 at Belterra. Yeah. Somebody's got to take the reins on that, Brian, and send me those gigs every time you guys play. I have to hunt those down sometimes. We'd love to get DV8 on the show and involved. So somebody send me those, will you, every week when you play and where you're playing. But I want to get back to H&R Rock. Dwayne Chandler on vocals, like I said, amazing stuff. Nick Rotundo on guitar and vocals. Always a pleasure to see Nick and his mesh shirt. No, we love Nick. Honestly, I give him a lot of hell about his mesh shirt and threaten that I'm going to wear one, but I won't scare y'all like that. He does a fantastic job, plays a killer guitar, and really a great fit for a band playing a lot of 80s rock hits. And certainly in there. And he's, he likes his Van Halen and those kind of things. Rob Hurd on the drums. He showed me his new John Bonham kit. It's green. It's unbelievably cool. We really enjoyed that. And what What a fun bunch of guys they are, for sure. And yeah, Julie likes Nick's mesh too. Well, yeah, and I one thing I know, I can always invite Nick fishing, and we can just use that as a net if we need to hold our fish in the water. Just kidding, Nick, if you're out there. All right. Rob Hurd, killer drummer, super nice guy, just absolutely blew me away. His new kit sounded so good. And then Jamie Cook on bass, man. He's solid. The back line of this thing with the drums and the bass are solid. And they just rock. They do, which they're called H&R Rock. Mark, you weren't on here earlier. We were talking about you, buddy. I was only saying good things, though. Not what I usually say about you. But yeah, we could use it as a cast net. We could. Nick's shirt. It's amazing. And Ron says H&R was a great show. Good to meet you, Ron, as well. Absolutely. And and thanks for the connection there as well, Ron. Want to make sure that you guys get out sometime and see H&R Rock. It was part of our great weekend, and I will tell you, they're wonderful. Now, I had made plans to be another place that night as well, so I only caught the first half of H&R Rock, and like Jamie said, I understand their last set. Absolutely, just the place went nuts. So hats off to those guys. Congratulations on a great show at the Bell. And I know the Bell loved them. And Kathy Laverde was smiling from ear to ear the whole night. She loved them and loved watching what was going on up on that stage. So, and Dewey says he believes they're back at the Bell in June. Good. We'll be announcing that one for sure. And get out there and see them, guys. We're trying to get them up north here to a couple of places too, if we can, because they're just a fun, rockin' good band. So H&R Rock was our first stop on Friday night. Then we bumped up the road to our sponsor of our Thursday show, Froggies in Monroe, Ohio, and took in the Gerhard Albinus Band at Froggies. And, you'll look at our pictures. If you've never seen Gerhard, you say, what is Scott doing out with a guy with an accordion? This isn't your typical polka night. Okay. This is Gerhard playing accordion and singing all kinds of songs, rock songs. Yeah, gosh, I got a list. I do. I've got a list of some of the songs I did. Some AC/DC, The Doors, Depeche Mode, New Order, Johnny Cash, Weezer, Bon Jovi. All those songs in there, all played with an accordion and a backing band who is just amazing. And I got to give a huge shout out to Ty Holiday. I'll talk about her bass playing in a minute, but she sang Communication Breakdown and did a fantastic job of that as well. So we got to Froggies. I don't know. I think it was their second set, and got a chance to drop in there. And like I said, Gerhard on vocals and accordion, Aaron Northcutt on guitar. He's a badass guitar player. Ty Holiday on bass, and she even brought the upright back out. She had played the upright bass earlier in the evening, and I didn't get a chance, and she knows how much I love that, and she brought it out for a song. And thank you, Ty, for that. If you're watching after the fact here, I appreciate you doing that. And I love to hear her sing as well, because Ty rocks it out. And they're just a band that clicks. I mean, it is. Now, they had a guest drummer that night from the Varner Netherton, I think, project or something like that. But normally, this band is just one that you'll want to go see. They're a fun bunch, and they really give a show that, to me, is unique. I mean, when are you ever going to see these kind of songs played with an accordion? And you guys may laugh at that. You think it might be some cheesy act. It is not. The band is fantastic. You need to go check them out. You do. I see some comments rolling in here. Steve Helwig from Red Hot Riot saying H&R Rock, great band. Thank you for that. Good musician support there. Mark Robinson from Sweet Sister Mercy, the same way. Dwayne Chandler, man, he's got a voice, Mark. He has got some pipes. Stephen Bell from Don't Tell Steve has joined our Monday party. Thank you for being here, but don't tell him. Nope. So first of all, I want to say thank you to Stacy and Rich from Froggies. Unbeknownst to me, we had some friends show up before we did there, and they said, can we sit at your table? And I was like, I don't have a table at Froggies. Sure enough, Stacy didn't pop on the show on Thursday, but she heard me mention you could have a haul around town sighting there, and she had a table for us and everything. So we appreciate that so much. And thanks for taking care of our friends till we got there. Yes, our one friend who they thought was my daughter. Thanks, guys. We're the same age. She's much younger looking, so appreciate that, Stacy and Rich. But that was our Friday night, guys. Two great shows: Bell and the Bear, H&R Rock, and Froggy's Gerhard Albinus Band. And check them both out. Follow them on Facebook if you will. Give them a shout out. Then on Saturday, I did get a chance. I had some other obligations earlier in the evening and this and that. Got a chance to just make a quick stop at Mr. Burroughs Tavern and see Gray Days. Brian Scott, we've mentioned on the show numerous times. It's Brian Scott's new project. It's called Gray Days, and it consists of Brian Scott playing guitar and singing vocally. Alexandria, and man, let me tell you, Alexandria Gray, I should say, what a great voice she had. And Nicholas Hay on the cajon and other percussional instruments. They put on a wonderful show, and we had a great time at Mr. Burroughs with them. And man, Alexandria, I've never heard her sing. Girl's got some pipes on her. She can sing well. And we all know Brian can sing. If you've ever seen Brian Scott sing, you know, he's got that low, bluesy, raspy type rock and roller voice that is really cool. And she had that booming voice, and little technical sound issues a few times there on that show. But I actually tried to give him a little hand and do some tweaking of that and got it up and running a little better. It's hard when you're a band that's, you know, you don't want to pay a sound guy for three of you coming into a small place like that. But it's hard sometimes to get dialed in, especially when the crowd fluctuates from being empty when you set up to absolutely packed full. It tends to lose some punch, and that happens a lot at many of the smaller venues. And Burroughs is a fun place to see music. Don't get me wrong, but it can be a sound challenge at times. I know that from experience with trivia. So you got to get it dialed in. You do. And let me see what Glenn's got to say here, and I'll get back to Gray Days here. Oh, he's going to tell me where he's going to be Saturday night. Northside Tavern to see Lemon Sky. All original music and local band. A must-see show. Glenn is throwing in the shameless plug for Lemon Sky. There you go. Northside Tavern. There it is. Thank you, Glenn. Hello, Catherine Greer. How are you? Thank you for dropping in today. So one more thing I want to say. Brian Scott, super nice guy always. And Alexandria the same way, Nicholas the same way. They were so appreciative of us even stopping in, and to everybody that was there. They kept saying thanks to the crowd and getting around and shaking hands on the break and meeting people and stuff. And I admire that a lot of an artist, because that's your bread and butter, man, keeping people coming back and being out there with your friends. And they had a good crowd. They did. So thank you to Gray Days. Good variety of music. If you want to ever check them out, get out and to do that. And Catherine says constantly dialing the sound. Yes. And there's a shameless plug. She slid that shameless plug in there. Just, I mean, that was, that was almost slick, like a rocket ship. Yeah, there was. Slid it right in. Playing the Santa Fe Lounge in Beaver Creek this Friday. There you go. Send me that one, Catherine, so I make sure it's on the list, okay? And Stephen saying, come check out Rockstar at the Grub Pub on Friday. I saw some of the guys from Rockstar at the Bell one night, and they sounded great as well. They've got a killer vocalist too. I love good vocals. I mean, it's what makes a band. And I could name them all day long, the bands around here that have great vocalists. Stephanie Maples is one from Don't Tell Steve. We mentioned them earlier. DV8, Melissa, and Dell. There's so many good vocalists out there, just like Dwayne we mentioned earlier. And it's what makes a band. And you got to have the vocals. You do. You can be the best instrumentalist in the world, and you put a bad vocalist up there, it kind of kills the vibe. It does. Yes. Wanda Bone in the house from the Boneyard. Good to have you with us. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. And that's really our weekend, guys, except for, and I want to mention one last thing, had an opportunity to go to the Schuster Center last night, and we have tickets to the Schuster. And yes, we're fancy like that, but I got to see a musical that had no idea what this was going to be. No idea at all what it was going to be. And it's called Come From Away. And those of you that know me know I have a little connection to the 9/11 event and being at Ground Zero and those kind of things. So this was about Newfoundland and the people at an airport there who got all these planes that were basically couldn't come into U.S. airspace and ended up landing there. You may know the story. Here's the logo. It's called Come From Away. It was at the Schuster on the final showing last night, actually. And absolutely hands down, one of the best musicals I've ever seen. I had no idea, had not really researched it or anything. It was just telling the story musically of the fact that this little island town ended up with 7,000 people stranded there for 4 to 5 days after the 9/11 attacks. And they told the story of the people on the planes. And one of the things that just pulled my guts out was the lady telling the story about her firefighter son. And she couldn't get hold of him. And you can imagine what the outcome of that was after she returned home. But the story was told in a fashion where you laughed, you cried, I'm sitting there with tears running down my face, man. It was that good. And the just unbelievable moments in it. And the cast was amazing, funny and very serious, but one of the best shows I've ever seen. Musically wise, go see it if you get a chance. Go see it. Just a great show. So that was our musical weekend. It was busy. We were supposed to be out tonight, and we're taking the night off. Yeah, because it's just been crazy since last week. I will be at Mr. Burroughs tomorrow night, Tuesday trivia, and then on Wednesday at the Bell and the Bear, featuring Name That Tune. If you'd like to join us there, I'd love to have some of you show up. They come on the show. We get a great crowd there, but come on out, play with us, have some fun. Starts at 7:00. I start promptly at 7, unlike Kevin Cooper. I hope he's still out there. He gets that. I time him. But we'll also probably be at the Bell and the Bear Jam on Thursday night this week. Got some people there, so we're going to be joining them, and we appreciate it so much for you guys joining us on a Monday. Kara will be at Bell and the Bear on Wednesday. Thank you so much. That's good to hear. And we're starting Heather's on May 4th. Kara, just to let you know. May the 4th be with you. Jill, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Have a great evening yourself. And guys, don't forget tomorrow, Top 5 Tuesday. I'll post in the morning topic ideas, looking for topics. Sometimes you guys come up with some killer topics for that. We would love to have you give us a topic for Top 5 Tuesday that we pick. So yeah. Must be Arena Rock Show heading for Colorado this weekend. Wanda Bone says, Wanda, do you ride the bus? Are you on the band? Are you the seamstress for the band? That's what I want to know. Yeah. But good stuff. Thank you guys. I appreciate you being here. Hope you had a great Monday. We had a great Monday with you. And again, don't forget to invite your music loving friends, if you will, to like our page right there. The life I love is making music with my friends. Hit the invite button, people, if you will. Tell them to like us on Facebook and hit that little YouTube like as well. And hit that bell for notifications when we go live. We appreciate that very much. Hey, Liz is on just in time for the end. Good deal. Wanda says yes and yes. Okay, thank you for that. All right, guys, we got to get out of here. Thank you so much. Let's see if I can find anything to leave us with today. By the way, if you're an independent artist and you have your own music, send it to me. We'll play it at the end of the show. We like to play things at the end of the show. We do. So until then, we'll catch you next time right here, All Around Town Radio from the studios in Springboro, Ohio. We're checking out. Bye-bye, everybody.